Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking all about my wheat socks, a design that's extra special to me because it came from one of the craziest and most memorable seasons of my life. These socks were actually designed back in 2023 when my family and I were living full-time in our RV. Yep, tiny living, minimal light, and very little room for yarn storage. But somehow I still managed to design one of my favorite pairs of socks ever. If you've ever tried to take knitting photos inside an RV, you'll understand the struggle. There's just not much natural light coming through those little windows, and at the time it was the dead of winter in Montana. Freezing cold, gray skies, and definitely not photography weather. So even though I loved the pattern itself, the pictures just didn't do it justice. Fast forward to now, I decided to remake the wheat socks so I could finally capture them in all their beautiful detail. And oh my goodness, these new photos are everything I hoped for. The lace stitches, the texture, the softness. It all shines so much more now that I could actually photograph them properly. This time around, I used KnitPicks Stroll, and it was the perfect choice. I went with a gorgeous heathered blue that feels like the sky right before spring rain. It's soft, smooth, and just glides through your fingers as you knit. Stroll is one of those yarns that's easy to fall in love with. It's lightweight, warm, and has just enough bounce to make your stitches look crisp. Plus, those subtle heathered tones give the lace pattern this gentle depth, like sunlight glancing across a wheat field. It fits the name wheat socks so perfectly. So let's talk about the construction. The wheat socks are classic top-down heel flap socks, my favorite style to knit because they fit so well and are easy to customize. Each sock features a single lace panel that runs down the top outside edge, just one graceful column that resembles tiny heads of wheat swaying in the breeze. That little lace detail makes them feel so feminine and timeless without being overly fussy. The rest of the sock is simple stockinette, which means they knit up quickly and really let that lace shine. I knit mine for a US lady size 10 wide, using the adult medium instructions from the pattern. The fit is fantastic, snug in the heel, roomy in the toe, and with just enough stretch through the lace to hug your foot comfortably. If you've ever struggled with socks feeling too tight or too loose, this pattern gives you a nice balance. And if you're new to lace knitting, don't worry. The lace repeat is easy to memorize, and you'll be cruising through it before you know it. I absolutely love how these turned out. They're soft, elegant, and so wearable. The lace gives them a touch of femininity without being too delicate. You can dress them up or just wear them around the house with your favorite slippers. Something about the wheat-inspired lace feels meaningful too. It reminds me of growth and provision, and maybe even that season of life when we were learning to live small, trust big, and make something beautiful wherever we were planted. There's something poetic about knitting a wheat pattern while living in Montana's wide open spaces, surrounded by actual wheat fields under a winter sky. Remaking these socks was honestly a full circle moment for me. When I first made them, it was survival mode, designing patterns wherever I could squeeze in time. But this time, it was about savoring the process, taking my time with each stitch, enjoying the yarn, and finally photographing them the way they deserved. Now when I look at the new photos, I see beauty instead of limitation. I see how far we've come since those RV days. So if you haven't knitted the wheat socks yet, you can grab the free pattern over on my blog. I'll link it down below. They're elegant, satisfying, and such a joy to make. Whether you're knitting from an RV like I was, or from your favorite cozy chair, I hope this pattern reminds you that creativity finds a way, even in the smallest spaces. Thanks for watching. If you loved this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with another knitter who'd appreciate a touch of handmade beauty.